Hey fans, it's your pal Old Rand here with the PPW Friday Effin' Frenzy 495th taping results. Remember guys, Friday Effin' Frenzy is originally streamed live on Rumble, so you can watch it live by going to Premier Pro Wrestling on Rumble and subscribing or following. I don't know what you kids do on Rumble. But anyway, it's live on Rumble every Friday night. So, this last Friday night was entitled, May the Best Man Win. The intentions were to have two singles matches, the first being Marcus the King Smith versus Rockstar Rosie. Then, Jay Leone, the Relentless One, facing off with the badass Brandon Campbell. And the winners of those matches were to face each other, and the winner would be the best man. Well, as it would turn out, when Marcus the King Smith and Rockstar Rosie locked up in that opener, at the end of the match, that match ended in a double knockout as neither man could answer the referee's 10 count. Well, that's a stressor. The next match, like we said, or I said, Jay versus Brandon. And that was another outstanding matchup, but that ended with a double pin when Jay Leone got the O'Connor roll, the victory roll on Brandon. Brandon rolls through with the O'Connor roll, essentially having Jay down. Brandon lays back for extra leverage, not paying attention to the fact that his neck was not bridged, but his shoulders were down. That match ends in a double pin. Well, I know a thing about a thing or two when it comes to pro wrestling, folks. I've been in the industry a long, long time. I'm a haggard veteran. Two things, though, that I am an idiot savant with. Number one is child rearing. Number two is the industry, the sport that I love, that is pro wrestling. So I come up with an answer on the fly. Now what we're going to do is do a very odd pairing, but we're going to do a tag match, which ended up seeing Jay Leone tag with Marcus the King Smith and face off against Brandon Campbell and Rockstar Rosie. The premise there is this is done by elimination, and then after one team defeats the other team, or however it went, the last two men were to face each other to decide who the best man is. Listen to this one. That match ends in a double pin when Brandon Campbell flies in and Marcus the King Smith fly in on the participants, Rockstar Rosie and Jay Leone. The referee's frustrated at this point, and he starts to kind of lose control of the match. At the end of the day, Marcus the King Smith and Brandon Campbell ended up getting the backslide on each other just as Jay Leone drops with a standing suplex on Rockstar Rosie. Rosie hooks the leg. Now we've got two more double pins. So as I'm scratching my head, I realized the one final way to decide who the best man was for this Friday Effin' Frenzy is to go ahead and do a four corners tag match. As it would have it, everybody in that match was extremely frustrated with the adrenaline pumping and the testosterone flowing. That being said, Marcus the King Smith, who behaved himself as well as Marcus Smith can behave himself, starts to really get frustrated and decides he's going to turn up the heat. And as he cranks up the heat, inciting anger with the other three participants in the matchup, out of the blue, Marcus ends up ducking Brandon Campbell's clothesline and turns it into a crucifix. And on the way down, grabs a handful of ropes unbeknownst to the referee. 1, 2, 3. Brandon Campbell is eliminated. And after that happens, Rockstar Rosie comes in as he's the next man to participate. And he had put away, literally put away, with his Burmese sleeper in a last-ditch effort after Marcus's arm drops twice. He picks Rosie up, drops him balls first on the top rope, and then covers him, hooks the ropes again, unbeknownst to the referee. Now Rosie is eliminated. Jay Leone flies in. And Marcus the King, he ducks Marcus Smith's clothesline. He throws a clothesline of his own. And I know there was a mid-ring involved here. Next thing you know, Marcus Smith has Jay Leone in his sleeper trying out for dear life. Jay throws him into the ropes. He reverses the sleeper on Marcus the King Smith. After they go through this a second time, it is Jay Leone with the wherewithal, just as he's about ready to dip out. And he defeats Marcus the King Smith 1, 2, 3, Jay Leone for Friday effing Frenzy. May the best man win. Ends up being the best man. Don't forget, guys, please like and subscribe. Please follow us on Rumble. Check out in the description where you can get really effing cool t-shirts, Premier Pro Wrestling on Pro Wrestling Tees. And please check out our Patreon.